can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this game off. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the defense makes the stop.
Chicken.
3rd and long coming up here. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down.
Check it, jockey.
Come up to the line on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd
Check
down.
it, jockey.
This offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him doubled.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's Jordan. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline.
Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UNC! And once he got loose, it was all over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Coming out with it, it's Spears. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. Smashes through. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just push the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down solid. Pick up on a little bit short of the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least get a little something off of this lead before the break. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is fourth down territory. Smith dropping the pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David. Trying to beat the DD. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's got the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
2nd down, he'll get it quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. The defense uses their 2nd timeout
Chicken
to try to
jockey.
get their act together. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away.
Chicken.
Bringing it back to Spears. Couple guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play.
It's so
Trying
viral.
to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Smith wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a
Look at the
sack.
hamburger.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Excuse me. Hey,
On
please
4th
ask your friend to stop kicking my feet. Well, I'm my friend, but I'll ask.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh,
Hey.
look out. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU.
That guy wants to stop kicking
Oh,
my
the
feet.
Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They keep it on the ground. Open the third.
Like a man.
Most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Smith dropping to pass. He's got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Jones. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Cougars have this offense rolling.
For you. I'm Bunny Swap.
Movement here from the tight end.
Bunny the Vampire Slayer.
Off-play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second and 10 here.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Football with the run. Pick up a 5 and we'll third down and 5.
See, they need more runs like that.
You
Just,
don't believe it.
it's so
How about
few
me?
and far
I got
between.
that thing on the
Defensively,
bacteria about.
they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
Fair catch, called for and made.
For you.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel and try to shoot.
He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now first and 10 from the 39.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Oh, no.
He's not just a crease. He's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Maybe the ship shouldn't strike that way. So just put it in. Okay, let me do it. Okay, now it wants to know English.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Stupid machine. I think it is obvious that English is my native
Smith wants to
tongue.
throw.
I'm sure it is, but why don't you let the
He
machine
makes the
know?
catch. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45.
Turn, but you have to hurry up. You're taking a long time here.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. BYU with the first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They've got the screen set up. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. He wants to throw. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Smashes through.
Okay, you ready? Here goes.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Preparation looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's intercepted. Hey, huge fourth play for this defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they've got it at the 49. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack.
What?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wide out. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find
295.
And down he goes. A sack here in the 4th.
1995.
Timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Massive score now, massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? Go for it. It's your decision.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They go to the ground. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup.
I gotta put this on.
Down at 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got
timeout, 4 seconds.
They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks.
Hail Mary. Gotta go.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. On the way.
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime.
$114 will be tied to your phone bill, and you call it back, and you ask for a swipe.
Oh. Call back.
Hello, Foxy Lady. Does it come for you?
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. A 1st down run in the red zone. They get it on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Moving out of the pocket.
Okay.
Touchdown,
Got it.
Carolina. And they score 1st here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And with the extra point, the score is now see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
there, been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation.
Yeah,
Down
I
by the
know.
goal line,
But
I'm getting
what time?
outside and I'm taking it in myself.
They're bringing heat. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
Listen, okay, are you
Quarterback
looking to get like
alone in the
an
backfield,
iced
5
coffee or
wide on
maybe a
2nd and
hot
14.
coffee? Oh. What's the
Smith wants to
difference?
throw.
One would be
Fires
ice,
to the tight
one
end.
would be hot.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Woo! Ah,
How would you even know what it's
got cut off.
Why am I even asking?
Finds him out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth and
Yeah,
long,
stop,
and
it's
they have
over.
to pick it up to keep their chances alive. Makes the catch. He's
Oh, they
got
got the first.
a quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
What are you doing?
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
These
Family
defensive
band?
linemen have tents in the
You know,
backfield.
maybe you
Goodness
haven't
gracious,
noticed,
they're
Lois,
camping
but
out
I
back there,
am the
hitting the
fan.
quarterback
Like
time
this
and time
one?
again.
Oh, yeah,
When you
she's
sacked him
bad.
this much,
Oh,
of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Family
This
band?
time it's complete.
You know,
They
maybe
go
you
up
haven't
top to
noticed,
get
Lois,
it down
but
to the
I am
5-yard
the
line
fan.
as they try to
Like
pay off this
Oh, yeah,
drive.
she's bad.
This quarterback
Oh,
right
yeah,
now is in
get
a
it.
groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing.
Family
He's
band?
reading the coverage, and he's getting
You know,
an
maybe you
idea
haven't
of where
noticed,
he
Lois,
wants to
but
go
I
with the
am
football.
the fan.
That's why the ball's
Like
coming out of
this
his
one?
hands so
Oh,
quickly.
yeah,
That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Touchdown, Cougar. They got
He was not
the
in. He
score.
didn't get
Now
in.
to see if they go for the win or the tie. They need this extra point to
Coach,
send it
use
to
that
double
play.
overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable.
Coach, use that
changing
play.
what they're doing
Right, he was
so
not
he's
there.
a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up on the field.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just
Come
playing
on,
on
it's
their
not go down.
heels.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now.
This thing has been back
Can't
and
the
forth.
hell?
Now first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal coming up.
3 men by verbal threats. Today we're going to get used to hearing
On the
these
option.
threats, keeping our cool,
Now the
and
toss.
practicing some responses of our own.
Touchdown, Cougar! Got it in
No
to
way.
take the lead here in the second OT. They got the touchdown. Now in the second
Mm.
overtime, you have to go for 2.
I want everybody to
Follow
try.
the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah
Come
lane.
on.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires
I gotta do something.
skill to find that hole,
Don't be afraid to shout it.
slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Don't be afraid
Dances
to shout it.
away.
That's what I heard.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he will see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12.
Now.
The gift to the tailback.
Don't be afraid to shout it. That's what I heard.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make
Yeah,
big
yeah.
plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Starts to scramble to the left.
Dropped it.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Dropping back, it's McLeod. He's
Got it.
on the move. They make the
Yes, sir.
stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. on the ground on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Ooh.
With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this
Slant,
offense.
slant.
Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
From the gun, looking for a man. Buying some time. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat.
Check up our 2.
This will be the ball game. Make it, play on, miss it, and lose. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat.
Yeah, it's over.
The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the double.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Palmer.
New sunroom, and I'm sorry I didn't introduce you as my older sister when we met David Hasselhoff at the Kids' Choice Awards. And I'm sorry I've never been enough for you. Mommy!
I told you, Louise, no hats in PE.
And I told you, I have a raging staph infection under here. Touch this hat, and we all go down. You want to play dodgeball in the hospital? He said Mabel. Either that or doorbell. Did you say Mabel or doorbell? Gonna break my neck
Like a Kennedy,
because their family was cursed.
I'm Miss Kennedy.
Hi, I'm Bernadette. Bernadette Stacker. Well, everyone
The
just
Tar
calls
Heels
me
will
Bernie.
put total leather and we'll get started.
Picture, by the way.
About my wallet.
Oh, I have to things. Can I get a Matthew Pie?
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Oregon's return team will have that offense backed up.
Who's the bank? Who's the banker?
A first down for the offense.
Well, the truth is that the banker was a real guy, but we should put it up. You know, we have yes bankers.
Here
and
comes
one of
the
most
option.
well-known yes bankers was
Now
a
the
guy
pitch.
that you interviewed in
That
the whole
play
front.
just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Give to the fullback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's O'Neal.
Safety.
He's going to go down and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage is open, zone coverage is open, if he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
You need to take a chill pill.
It's Horton. At the 45 on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Why come out?
And the
Yeah, I got cut out.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
It shouldn't be there. Oh, hey.
Right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance.
Mr. Lopez.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans.
Olé.
Finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Olé.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, UNC!
Oh.
In and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Come on, up there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
What'd you see?
That is an efficient
you know
drive.
this is
7
wrong,
plays,
right?
75
Go
yards.
watch that, you're right.
No,
Finished
no
it
good,
off
no.
with a 17-yard
No good, no.
That's it?
on the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as Yathas comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line.
So what are you going to do?
Max?
Hand off to the fullback.
Nothing.
Okay, you know this is
What
wrong,
a
right?
nifty run
Okay,
there
go watch
to
that,
pick
you're
up
right.
the
No, no,
first
no.
down.
That's it? Go watch your items?
Look, Harmon, Max doesn't know
Coming
any better.
out on
He's a little
first down
boy.
with the play
But you
fake.
could have blinded him. Who knows what's in that fruity
Makes
tea
his
perfume you
connection.
wear? That says these are
There
animals
we
anymore.
go.
We don't know if they're safe.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the
That's
first
it. Nobody
quarter.
hurts anybody in this house. No telephone for you for a week.
What?
You heard me.
He was looking at my friend getting undressed and you're punishing me? That's crazy.
Are you going to push us? Keep talking.
Oh, yeah, the
Here's this offense with a fresh set of
on.
downs.
Max tried to steal Olivia Nate and Dab's punishing me. Some man you married.
Oh.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a
I
couple.
handled it.
You know, when you're handing off to your
told him it was
fullback,
wrong.
oftentimes these guys need some space
Well,
to
I
work
hope
so
you
they can
also
build
told
up
him
a
it
head
was
of steam
completely
and get
out
the
of
speed
line and
going, but that
unacceptable
guy didn't have
behavior.
anywhere to
And
go
then
on that
peeking
one.
at someone is a violation of their privacy
Buys a
and
little
shows a
time with
total
his
lack
feet.
of respect.
He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slide. Now facing a third and long.
No, already talked to him.
Bigger than it is.
Looking for a man. It's
Boy, you
O'Neal.
wouldn't understand. Starting to get
Got away
curious.
from
I do the
trouble and
same
got
thing.
Then what was his age?
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Ernie's
You know,
mom.
the tight end's going to have to do
Oh.
a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
And the Ducks
Yeah,
are
oof.
punt unit. He ought to be
Night
able
time.
to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right on
There.
close to the field.
We'll take him back to the
Jesse
hospital. We gotta
looking
go
to take
find
it
his
down the
school.
field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for
Off the races.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open.
Take it to the house.
He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Oh.
Touchdown, North Carolina.
You should have seen them, Dad. They were scared.
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process
I
was,
saw
hey,
a
we're on
blood
our own
coming out of my
2-yard
head.
line, let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way, I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib.
Oh.
And he showed you his speed.
Oh.
Wow, what a game-changing type
The
play.
little pink bunny.
Offense set on first down.
Nah, Max.
Danny, sleep with the bunny. Carmen
They're going to
sleep
open
there.
this drive with a pass.
Everyone at
Going to
school
let
saw
it
that.
fly.
Oh, look at that.
Down the right side.
Matt.
All kinds of running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage. to
You're
the
not
side,
getting
just
everybody.
10 of the 11. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving. It's first and 10.
What the?
Grab in the end zone.
Yeah, I ain't eating that.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh, come here.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead.
Look, I'm not
You
worried
want
about
to get
his head.
stopped
That'll
and go
heal.
into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. Listen, passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a swing. He found some really good running room on that one. And just about got loose as it is. Good return to set up the drive. North Carolina has it back in the Tar Heels, so pleased to send the offense. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's McLeod.
Beatrix.
Explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 30. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play.
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, that's fair. Oh, that's a tough one, man.
Now they'll try the right side. And he's still running after the move. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Talk to their parents. Good for that.
The snap sets up the throw. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I have to get better at this.
Ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Because that's not right.
That stop from the defense there, still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay.
The Ducks will
Voice break, yeah.
start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Got daylight. Got daylight.
He's on the loose. And there he goes.
Hey, what you looking at?
We just went and had him. We drew up all these adjustments.
Go, man. The light's verde.
To take advantage.
The light's green. Oh, actually, I played before.
Setting the tone. Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
They're lining up to kick it off.
Shoot!
Full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you...
And the ball's loose.
Ball loose.
They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's O'Neal. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw.
Ooh.
But it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Time with that ball in his hands.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
Look how camera angles that.
His fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that going. And you really show up here down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
He gets a
Your
punt.
mommy. Fuck your mommy.
Return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner, you got all those guys flying
your
down
mom.
there, and all those hands and all that speed on the field. It's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. But a nice job recovering.
They could add that in the show when the Foxborough was out. Eat some cheese. Come on.
Discards a man.
I heard that sound like one, though. But I'm not, you know. Oh, I'm in.
And the beatdown has ensued.
Come here, Louise.
What's up to you?
Touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Almost ready to kick it
What are you
away
gonna do about it, Bob?
Becoming a woman.
No, read into it.
What are you gonna do about it, Bob?
And he takes
Oh,
this
you
from
just
inside
said,
the
yeah.
5.
Get out. Get out of my
And the
restaurant.
return will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to
Four
score
letters,
this drive.
one
Obviously,
word.
the defense needs to get stops, but at this point,
Yeet.
offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll go 4 wide, 3
All right,
to
let's
the
do
left
it.
on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal.
Ah, cut it
He's got
down.
it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get
Come on,
to
just
it.
be a pick.
Threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Ducks will send out the punt unit.
Alright, alright. Okay, let's see what you got.
Looking for a block. It's Jordan.
Gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I told you. I told you I was gone. I told you. I told you.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really.
There's no way he caught that.
They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Come on,
They
oof.
stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the big fullback. And the Ducks get enough for the 1st down.
You gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally. Okay, those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. You get those signals.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it.
Oh, that's mine.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Told you.
Drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There's going to be a 17-year-old.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot
Oh,
of times,
no, that's
this
worse.
quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
3D printed guitar.
Easy.
They'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
That was kind of right.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense has not had the answers consistently for him.
So you might expect to see victory formation instead. You will see a field goal attempt.
Price, $500 per kilo. Number 3, European lobster. Rare.
It's already way out of hand.
Lobster is considered
After putting a field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Price, $600 per kilo. Number 2.
You gotta be kidding.
The hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Caviar, the most exclusive caviar in the world, harvested from albino sturgeons over 100 years old. It is packaged in
feeling some heat.
and
And they got him. They'll get him down for the
Ay, ay, ay.
clock is stopped. Timeout used by the
Sourdough
defense.
starter. Just by
14
looking at
seconds
it,
left.
Start by splitting that
That
bone
is the
in
last
style.
thing you
We're
want
gonna
on
take this
first down.
That's
It's an
T-bone
offensive
steak.
sack. Now it's 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of
Vámonos.
what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
All right, we gotta play Hail Mary.
Serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
That Hail Mary defense, that intercept. Oh,
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense
Jeez.
together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been
Jeez.
so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football
Jeez.
game.
And the punt will go into the end
Jeez.
zone, and the ball comes out to
Jeez.
the 20 on the touchback.
jeez.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes
You got
we were
mail.
talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.